This may be one of the best pictures of the year. The Long Walk was a book that was published in 1979 by Stephen King under the pseudonym Richard Bachman, I believe, if I'm checking my notes correctly. But yeah, the film is extremely powerful. It's about America being thrust into a militarized state where these kids are picked into a lottery program where they win a competition where they have to walk hundreds of miles. Only one person makes it back, and that person gets whatever they want. Now, if you stop, you get shot. But the movie is phenomenal. It's kind of like a eulogy on America. It wasn't really made or written at the time to reflect on MAGA, but when you look at something like Andor, that was another product that was reflective of human history and how it kind of cycles back through repetition into where we are today. The movie is directed by Francis Lawrence, who is known for The Hunger Games, and for guys like me who complained that The Hunger Games was too soft by having watered down kills and glitz and glamour so it could appeal to teenagers. It's like the battle royale for teens. You know, it's like the Twilight version of it. This movie is his answer to that. The first kill is shocking. It looks a little bit like a low-budget horror movie when you see the kill, but then when you see it and they cut to the title, it's basically the director telling you this is going to be extremely hard to watch. If you're in, you're in. If you're out, leave the theater right now. Now, am I saying this is one of the best pictures of the year because of its relevancy? Maybe, but that's kind of the point of film. Film is meant to reflect on the past, present, and what the future may be. And this film does an incredible job of that. It's extremely unsettling. Jeremiah Fraites, I don't know how to say it. His score is one of the best scores I've heard of the year. If I have one complaint, Joe Willems' cinematography looks like digital slop. You know, like when I was watching the movie at the theater, I was pretty close to the screen, and you can see like the little rainbow colored pixels on the canvas, which is inferior to like the film grains that you would see on the screen compared to most films. So yeah, that didn't work. They tried to desaturate it, and then it looked very saturated towards the end. And yeah, that didn't quite work. But I mean, like outside of that, the performances are fantastic. Cooper Hoffman, who is Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, plays a wonderful role as as Raymond Garrity, number 47. Everyone's given a number, and he's kind of like this cynical kid who has like this other objective in mind that's very dark. And then David Johnson, who plays Peter McVries, number 23, he's sort of the counterbalance to that, where he believes in optimism. But yeah, this movie was a warning as to where we would go, because, you know, this came out in 79. This was around the time the Vietnam War has ended for a while. And I think this was Stephen King, you know, saying, hey, we can wind up back here again if we're not careful. And yeah, where we are now is it's terrifying. And this movie is a strong reminder as to where we're going. And of course, it's made very unsettled towards the ending, where there are fireworks shooting in the air and America the Beautiful is being sung. And I guess if there's one plot hole, you get whatever you want after you win the competition. Has anyone ever asked for the competition to cease operations? Maybe they have, but that wasn't in the script. Also, there's not a lot of backstory regarding like how everyone got to where they are, but at the same time, you don't really need that backstory. You can fill in the blanks, tying to our own complacency and neglect towards the environment and our bigotry, and you can see how it wound up the way it is. The movie's also sort of a statement against toxic masculinity. The film could have updated itself. It could have had all sexes doing the long walk, but it just has the men doing it. And the people leading those men is like the major, and he's played by Mark Hamill. And I love Mark Hamill. He's a fantastic actor, but his channeling of George C. Scott's General S. Patton sounds a lot like the Joker in it. He's just like, come on, boys, I'm a tough guy. And you're like, what are you doing? But and with the whole dystopian setting, like his kind of cartoony performance took me out of the movie. But yeah, outside of those flaws, no movie's perfect. If anything was perfect, there wouldn't be balance in the world. And this movie is an absolute, I would say, not only is it a good film to see, I'd say it's a must see. And you know, regarding your political leanings, like, you might already kind of be in the mindset of, oh, fuck this liberal shit, but at the same time, you know, you should come in with an open mind. But yeah, I mean, I gave the movie 4 out of 4 Guinnesses on my website, and you can find my full written review at ypareviews.com.